With the ever increasing popularity of entrepreneurship and hustle 24/7 culture, many people nowadays feel so empty if they're still working on their regular jobs. Why is it so? With the corporate culture degrading as the years go by, employees' dissatisfaction is also on the rise. As of January 2021, a Gallup survey released their numbers with 85% of the employees disengaged in the workplace. It is no wonder many people fantasize about leaving their jobs and following their passion instead. I know I was one of them, and I belong to a circle of friends that felt the same way as well. Hey, don't get me wrong. In 2016, I also quit my day job and started selling products online. Months later, I was down in debt and had to go back to a job to keep my business afloat. For 4 years, I worked at a job that I hate. Yes, hate. Such a strong word. And it became mainstream nowadays as well. Hate the job that keeps your lights on. Hate the job that puts food on your table. Hate the job that gives you a warm, cozy bed to sleep on, that pays for your car, for your gas, for your vacation. Hate the job that offers you retirement benefits, that offers you health insurance for you and your family. All because you're telling this story that this job is not your passion at all. With a mindset like this, you may feel like a rock trying all its might to stay still against the raging waters. Now, every day I go home and work on my passion, on my business on the side. I sacrificed life balance, burning out multiple times along the way, recovered and went back to hustle. Not until my last burnout, and I came to realize, what the heck was I thinking all along? I started asking the question, is it possible to love your job while you work on your passion on the side? We all romanticize the idea of quitting our job and following our passion. Instead, we forget to cherish what our job gives us. Yes, your job may not be that pleasant. You may be flipping burgers at McDonald's or any job. But hey, they pay to keep your lights on while you pursue your side hustle. And friends, there is nothing wrong with that. Damon John, the founder of FUBU Apparel, worked waiting tables. At the same time, he built his company from ground up. Phil Knight worked as an accountant while he was building his Nike brand. See, no matter what you do in life, whether you're working for someone else or for yourself, the reality is sometimes it would suck. And that's part of the journey called life. Now, with all the hype of quitting your job and following your passion, everyone wants to become like Steve Jobs and Zuckerberg. Entrepreneurship gurus appear left and right like mushrooms nowadays. And they often say, if you are exchanging your time for money, then there's something wrong with your life. The reality is, even if you work for your business, you will still exchange your time for money. Don't feel pressured right now if you're still working at a job while you work on your business on the side. Now, where do we start when we want to start loving our daytime jobs? That, my friend, is to start saying thank you more often. Even though your job sucks and you want a better life, this job makes sure you have a house to go home to, meals that would keep your belly full. Be grateful for your job. Roy Bennett said, be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If you aren't grateful for what you already have, what makes you think you would be happy with more? See, we cannot practice gratitude on everything and hate our job at the same time. We need to flip and change the story we tell ourselves on why we hate our jobs. Would you instead swim while your hands are tied? Of course not. It would be hard. That's how it feels like if you're trying to find peace and positivity, but you always complain about your job all the time. Now, what can we do to fall in love with our jobs again while we pursue our passions on the side? Pick your phone and unfollow those entrepreneur pages. Those pages can cause more harm by diluting you to a mindset that you need to have bigger mansions, faster cars, and millions of dollars in the bank to be happy. They remind you of what you are missing out. As a result, instead of harnessing your creativity and life force to improve your craft, you would always find yourself questioning why you are still working on your day job. And that's not healthy. See, if you want to find peace in life, you have to start shedding all of those hate in your heart, especially hating your job. Instead, let go. Just totally and completely surrender to find peace. And let's start spreading the wisdom that it is okay to work at a job, at a company that we believe in. It is okay to make an honest living while we work on our passion project on the side. And it is okay to exchange our time for money. I get it. You have higher goals in life. Flipping your internal narrative and choosing to love your job doesn't mean you're giving up or conforming to societal expectations. Loving your job is a way to unburden yourself. Because let's face it, we will work for 40 to 50 years in our lifetime. And studies have shown that if you love your job or anything that you do, you will have 150% more chance to live a happy life. My point here is this: trying to love your job doesn't mean you conform or accepted defeat. Loving whatever you do that helps keep your lights on is a beautiful choice you can make. And one thing's for sure, happy life starts by being grateful every day for the small blessings you have in life. Because whatever you do, there will always be days that would suck. Life is suffering, my friend. As Mark Manson said, the rich suffers because of their wealth, the poor suffers because of their poverty. In a nutshell, life is chaos. Life is a series of problems that needed to be solved. Accepting that sometimes there will be good and bad days can help us find peace and calmness along the way. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 30 says, "A heart at peace gives life to the body." And that's what a lot of us need in this day and age. Peace. And we would always find fulfillment when we grow inward rather than tying our goals to the pursuit of more material wealth. Alexander Solzhenitsyn said, "The purpose of this life is not prosperity as we know it, but rather the maturing of the human soul." This is what enjoying the process means, folks. Why hate if you can enjoy the journey, right? It is not what we have or don't have, but how we cherish every bit of what we have that matters. Because life is what we make out of it. Everything is a choice. Gratitude is a choice, and happiness is a choice. For when you practice gratitude every day, it will lead you to optimism. Optimism will give you more stamina to be more persistent, and persistence will lead you to whatever success you're trying to achieve.